I got a really creepy neighbor that's a hoarder. She's an older woman. There's no way she's capable of harm. But hear me out. If she was, nobody'd ever know. She rarely comes out of house. She's got so much mess in there that if she was hiding something she wasn't supposed to, ain't no way you'd find it. You know how people say the best hiding space sometimes is plain sight? Look, everything is in plain sight. I've never been in her house before, but I got glimpses and I could tell how she keeps her yard, that it's crazy in there. My neighbor already had to go check on her because she didn't show her face for a little while. She got mad as hell. She was purposely not answering the door when he would knock to check on her. 6-7 days had passed. He started worrying about her. He knocked at the door a few times. She didn't answer. He tried to open the door. It was open. He peeked his head in just to see if she was dead or something. And she was sitting on the couch. She was raising all kind of hell. He said that to walk in there, you'd have to wade through junk. That's how much stuff was. Y'all, I'm telling you, I got crazy neighbors. I don't know if I would expect her to do anything terrible. I think she's just a little, you know what I mean? But everybody got a crazy neighbor. How bad can they really get though? We're gonna find out today from MJV Animations. Make sure to head over to his channel and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like reaction videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. Let's get into this reaction.
It was summer in small-town New Mexico.
All right.
I was about 15 years old at the time.
15?
And since school was out,
okay.
I was doing a few odd jobs around town to earn some money.
I like the purple
Mowing
eyes.
lawns, walking dogs, anything that could make me a few bucks, you know?
Yeah, after 15, you gotta get what you can get.
There was this one guy who lived in my town.
Okay.
An older gentleman in his early 70s. Mr. Lesnar.
See? A little older.
He used to be a teacher at my school, but I hadn't seen him for at least a year.
He is retired.
He was bald,
70 years
with a
old.
big white beard. Put a red suit on the guy, and he could have passed as a mall sandal. I always remembered him as being a nice, friendly guy.
Yeah.
So when I bumped into him in town, I asked if there was anything he needed help with.
Yeah, he's trying to work.
He said there was. He needed help reorganizing a few parts of his house.
Alright.
He said that he'd pay me $50 if I helped him.
Heck yeah, man.
When you're 15 years old, having
$50
$50 in
lot
your
of
pocket
money.
feels like being a millionaire.
Yeah.
I took him up on it.
That's a lot of
The
gas
next day
money,
rolled
man.
around, and I went over to Mr. Lesnar's house and knocked on the door.
Uh-huh.
He answered with a smile on his face and invited me inside.
Come on in, buddy. Come
The
see
thing that
my
struck me was the
craziness.
stench. His house had that old person smell about it.
All right. Stench.
I didn't know
thought
much about the guy, to be
dead
honest.
body, but
I mean, yeah, he used to
not.
teach at my school. But all I really remembered about him was how he always wore socks with sandals, and how he
Okay.
always spent every school vacation
That's
down
weird.
in Mexico.
and he liked Mexico.
I started off by
Maybe he
cleaning
had
up in the
family
kitchen.
out there.
Once I'd finished, Mr. Lesnar told me that he wanted help boxing up some things in the basement.
All right.
Said he had too much junk down there, and that he wanted to reorganize and get rid of a load of it.
We saw an animation
Told me to
before
start boxing things up, and
with
to
a
come and
man
tell
like
him when
this.
I finished.
inviting kids to the
There must have
basement.
been a set of 12
and
stairs
he was trying
that
to
led
hook
down
up.
into this strangely large, stale-smelling basement.
Stale, okay.
Mr. Lesnar
Just so it don't
flicked the
smell
lights
like a dead body, right?
A lone, dusty light bulb illuminated the basement.
Yeah, most basements are creepy
I
like
grabbed
that,
a few
man.
folded-up cardboard boxes and made my way down.
Right.
So, there I was, just boxing all sorts of things up in this grungy basement. Must have spent about 45 minutes down there by myself.
What kind of things he had?
While I was working, I happened to lean against a particular spot on the wall.
Uh-oh.
When I leant on it, I came across something odd.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
A loose panel in the basement wall.
It's a secret
Not a
door.
broken part of the wall, mind you.
Oh.
I mean, this panel was
it's just a
intentionally
panel.
loose.
Oh, missing
Curiosity
brick.
got the better of me, and I started fumbling with
Is
it.
it a key in there, maybe?
It came right off.
Drugs?
Behind the panel was
A
a small
box.
compartment.
I got a
Hidden
flashback of
inside that
Dexter.
compartment was a box.
Murder mementos?
Felt like finding a hidden treasure chest.
Slides with blood?
I checked to see if Mr. Lesnar
victims?
was standing behind me at the top of the stairs.
Is he a murderer?
The coast was clear. I knew I probably shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't.
Pulled out the box.
But curiosity.
Lifted off the top.
Maybe it's just some
Curious
cigars.
to see what the old man was hiding inside.
Cubans, baby? They
At
are
first,
illegal.
It didn't look like there was much in it.
Huh.
A journal, a few knickknacks,
Oh!
and a small pile of
That's
photographs.
mementos.
Maybe 10 or 12
Look, that's a
in total.
murder picture.
I took out the photos. My heart immediately sank after looking at
He
the top
went
one.
kill people in Mexico.
At first, I could hardly believe the image.
Just like Dexter.
It showed Mr. Lesnar with a pistol in his hand, kneeling down,
Like
next to a
game.
dead woman lying in the dirt.
Like a trophy.
Her lifeless eyes were staring into the camera lens.
So,
She was clearly Mexican.
is
and
he
had
just,
obviously been
like,
shot.
going to Mexico to
The second photo was almost
decompress
identical.
by killing
Only
people?
this time, it was a male who stared
He's a
lifelessly
serial
at the camera.
killer.
No, this can't be real. I
He's a
thought.
freaking serial killer!
I flicked through all the pictures. Every damn one.
The quiet
Each
ones are
one
always the
telling
worst,
the same
y'all.
story. They all showed Lesnar, knelt down next to some bloody human
Oh
game,
my
sprawled out on the ground in front
God.
of him.
Lesnar's a
All of the victims varied wildly in age.
poor
There was writing
people.
on the backs of all the photos, but it was all in Spanish. and I
Right.
couldn't make it out. Still, I knew instantly what
It was
this was.
probably, yeah, it's probably
A
some,
box full of
so-
sick mementos from Lesnar's
this is
trips
one
to
I
Mexico,
killed coming out the
hidden away from the
supermarket
war
one day. I
in a
followed her
small
home
wall
and
compartment.
assassinated her, you know?
In some photos, Lesnar looked younger. In others, he appeared to be in his mid-60s.
He's been doing this for
In all of them,
years.
He was kneeling down next to his victims, with the same disturbing grin on his face.
Right.
Posing like a hunter with his trophies.
Exactly. That's
I was
creepy,
overcome
bruh.
by this weird mixture of shock.
You better put them
disgust,
pictures up,
anger,
homie, and call the police.
Most of all, fear. Fear that I was in the basement of the monster in
Yeah.
these photos.
He wouldn't do it here, though.
Without thinking,
He'd only do
I
it in
shoved
Mexico.
the images back inside the box
Yep.
and slid the container back into the wall.
Yep.
I desperately fumbled with the wall panel, trying to put it back in the exact same way
Uh-oh.
it was.
Lesnar's
not
gonna come
wanting
down
the old man
and
to
see you.
realize that I'd discovered his horrible secret. I just about got the damn thing back in place when I heard a creaking at the top of the basement stairs behind me. I turned to see old man Lesnar
He was
standing
watching.
by the basement door.
He was watching you the whole time.
I have never felt more like a rat in a cage.
He knows your secret.
Looks like you're doing a good job, he said.
Look his
My heart
eyes.
skipped a beat. I just mumbled something and tried to act like nothing was wrong. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going upstairs for a nap. You keep on going down there.
You better get the heck out of there
With
right
that,
now. He didn't notice you,
slowly
boy.
turned and walked off through the hallway. There
He
was
looked
maybe
menacing
20
right there,
seconds
huh?
of silence before I heard his footsteps making their way up the stairs to his bedroom.
Oh, get out right
My
now.
mind was racing.
Call
Had he
911.
seen me
Get out.
fiddling with the panel? Did he know that I'd found his photos?
Right. If he did,
God.
he'd have killed you right
Was
there,
I in
bro.
danger?
Go.
I was only a scrawny kid. I decided not to stay down there wondering.
Yeah.
I waited for a few
Good
moments
idea.
before bolting up the basement staircase. I dashed towards the front door, grabbed the handle, and
Locked.
twisted. No good.
Locked
damn
from the
thing had been
inside?
locked from the inside.
What?
I
Window.
figured the old man had just locked it before he went upstairs. I scanned the door to see if there was a way to quickly open it. No time. I could hear movements above me.
Yeah. You better
The
go.
old man was walking back out of his bedroom
Uh-huh.
and towards the stairs. I sprinted through the hallway and into the kitchen. I knew from the cleaning earlier there was
Garage?
a back door there.
Nice.
I grabbed the handle and
Locked?
prayed. With a twist.
Come on.
it flew
Yes.
open.
Go, go, go,
It
go,
felt
go.
like winning the
What?
lottery.
Hustle like you ain't never hustled
I
before.
flew out of that house, ran around the property, and back onto the main street.
Oh, look.
Back only
He
once.
caught you. He knows.
When I did, I saw the old man's face in one of the downstairs windows.
And he has
He
his
looked to be
gun.
holding something. I was too far away to
Uh-oh,
make
you
out
better
what it
go
was
now.
exactly, but I bet you can guess what I
If
thought it
you
was.
were a murderer and you knew
From
you
there,
had that in
I
your
kept on
basement,
running
why would
until
you
I got
hire
home,
somebody to
thankful
help
that
you
the
in the
old man
basement?
lived in a cul-de-sac and
Are
not
you
in the middle
crazy?
of nowhere. If he did, I'm certain he'd have taken a shot at me.
I'm sorry, but you deserve to get caught.
It goes without saying that I told my parents what I'd found.
Of course. Call the
I
cops.
notified the authorities
Good.
about it, and I
He's
told
gonna
them
be
about
long
the
gone,
secret
though.
panel and the
If
sick
he saw you
mementos in
running
the
away
box.
from the scene, he already knows.
When they checked the place out,
Yep.
they did indeed find the secret compartment. Predictably, it was totally empty.
He went to
There
Mexico.
was no box hidden inside.
Lesnar's
No
in
evidence
Mexico.
of
He's
any
on a
wrong
plane right now.
whatsoever. They figured I was just messing with the old guy or something, and decided not to look into him any further.
What?
I don't know what Lesnar did with the pictures, whether he destroyed them or hid them
He's
elsewhere,
gone, man.
but he got away with it all.
He's gonna kill
regardless.
some more people.
Old man Lesnar lived another 8 years after that.
Wow.
In that time, I graduated high school, went off to college,
Uh-huh.
and moved out of town. My parents always lived in that same place, however. For all
Scary.
the time I lived there after that incident, and whenever I go back to visit my parents,
You was
I'd
worried.
always be looking over my shoulder.
Yeah?
I knew that Mr. Lesnar
knew
wanted
his
to take
secret.
his secret to the grave. And
Yeah,
I always
there's-
worried that
There's
he'd
no
try and
way he'd
silence
come
me
back
to do
for
so.
you, man. No way.
It's
He
hard
knows
to
too
believe
many
there are
people
people
might
like
know
this
by now.
who, to the outside world, are leading seemingly ordinary lives. I'm glad I didn't become his last trophy.
Yeah. See, even if you're a victim of that kind of suspicion, to tell you the truth, you really have to just tell, you really have to prove your innocence at that point. If there's anything pointing you, like an accusation that deep, even if it's coming from a teenager, you got to be like, look, y'all can search me, man. You know what I mean? Because your reputation is tarnished after that. You can never work there again, for sure, as a teacher. Heck no, man. This is a good one. MJB Animations, y'all. Make sure to check him out, as well as a couple other videos that I reacted to from him here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.